What's up, everybody? My name is Daganova, and we're definitely living through one of the times of Hollywood right now. Because I think movies are trying to bank on the fact of nostalgia versus, being, cash grabs or whatever. And now we have movies like Death of a Unicorn, which I don't know if that's supposed to be scary or funny. Yeah, it's like 56 on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what movies are trying to be right now. And the reason I say nostalgia, because you'd think I would only be referring to nostalgia as Rachel Zegler's Snow White film. Banking on the old vintage Disney that, built their brand when Disney first was coming out. But now I guess it's been enough time where Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is now nostalgic. And Patrick Stewart returning, and Ian McKellen returning, and all this other weird stuff. And they did a weird marketing thing where announcing the cast for Doomsday, which isn't even all the cast, it's just some of the cast, was like a 5-hour-long live stream of just a camera panning through chairs. Like, why? And I wonder how much money, you know what? I wonder how much money they spent on that advertisement. On that piece of marketing. I don't know how much that cost to make. I want to see the number for that. But of course, I mean, a lot of people were upset about that because people just wanted, the teaser, and it took 5 hours, and they're like, what is going on? Of course, we have that going on. We got Death of a Unicorn, which I don't know what that is. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that it's bombing at the box office? Who would have guessed that Rachel Zegler Snow White would have bombed at the box office? There's a bunch of news places that are trying to blame it on only like Rachel Zegler's social media posts, but I don't think that's true. I think that's probably definitely one part of it, but there's so many other reasons why people just didn't want it. I think people are also like just getting down to it. I think people are just sick of the people they just want something original and new. Actually, you know what? Not even that. They just want something good. Like, just give us a good movie. That's it. That's all this is about. Like, there's so much, politics and drama attached to movies like this. And Disney and Rachel Zegler are like, well, what's going on? Why is this not making any money? Why is it bombing? I blame everybody. I blame everybody but myself. And and it's not even herself that she needs to blame. It's just like nobody asked for this. Just like the promotional poster they made for Lilo and Stitch. They made like a whole bunch of ones for Disney's classic movies, right? And they had one of him eating the genie's lamp with saying nobody wished for this. And I just saw so many comments of people saying, yeah, it's hilarious how they know, but they're doing it anyway. So if they just came out and said, we're doing it to refresh our IP, to make sure we keep owning the IP, everybody like, okay, we get it, but don't get mad that nobody wants to watch it. I don't know. If you have any of your own opinions on this, let me know. But also, I find it hilarious that when Snow White came out, Rachel Zegler was like, this is #1 movie in the world. But then I looked up and I was like, okay, so what movies came out the weekend that Snow White did? And it was Snow White and then a movie called Locked, which has Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins, which I haven't seen anything about. Being Maria, which is a biopic about some actress who worked with Marlon Brando. And then Misericordia. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but oh yeah, because it's a French movie. But I don't know anything about that. And then Magazine Dreams, which stars Jonathan Majors, who, if you don't know who he is, he played Kang in the Loki TV show, and he's supposed to be the big bad. He's supposed to be the next Thanos in the MCU, but then a whole bunch of sexual assault charges came out against him, and they wrote him out of the next ones immediately, and then brought back Robert Downey Jr. to be Doom, and then Doom is going to be the next big bad. So, I mean, it's no surprise that nobody's going to be watching this. So if people wanted to go to the movie theaters, literally the only movie that people would know exist or not even would want to see, but like would know about is Snow White. Of course, it's going to be #1 for at least that day. None of that stuff matters because who's getting her own documentary? What the fuck? I love how she's been able to stretch her 15 minutes of fame so far. Oh, it's so good. I love it. I hope her career lasts forever. It's just the best. I want to know when she becomes like a grandma and she gets super old. I want to know what she's going to tell her grandkids about what her life was back in the day. I want a movie about that. I want that movie. But honestly, I don't know why this is happening. Let me know your guesses down in the comments as to what makes her worthy of. Well, not even worthy. I mean, crazy people get documentaries made about them. But the state of what's going on the internet right now is literally. You know, I make these videos every once in a while just to like check in with the internet, and it's so funny, but it's also can be so sad because, or just so awful because then you have things like this where people are literally they're using AI because this kind of was a big thing like a couple months ago, where this girl with Down syndrome posted a picture of herself at the gym and everybody was like all over it. And so now people are using AI to make OnlyFans content with Down syndrome. It's you know what? You know, the internet's always been weird. Everything is just becoming so manufactured, empty, that I feel like the entertainment industry as a whole, like everything in it, I feel like just needs to take a step back. Just take a break and just re-find yourself, because this is like, I get it, and I know a lot of people want to see this. I mean, even I kind of want to see it just a little bit, just for, because it has something that everybody wants, like this, like the Marvel thing, the Doomsday thing. What I would personally want to see if I were to watch this movie would be the Fantastic Four and Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. But when this film is being made by the same people, by the Russo brothers, who've been making, The Electric State and The Gray Man and all of those other weird films that they've just been bombing, like you don't have any hope or like high expectations for a movie like this. Of course, I mean, they made Infinity War and Endgame, but with everything recently that they've been making going in the tank, I don't see how their reputation is gonna be is gonna create any hype for this movie. But I don't know. What do you think about the state of the internet right now? It's honestly very interesting to see. Like every week there's something new going out that is just bonkers and reality stranger than fiction. It's crazy to see. But anyway, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna have to end the video. But let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments, and subscribe, like, comment down below. And I want to see, what are your theories? What do you think is gonna come out in the next week or so, or next 2 weeks, that is gonna be on par with things like this? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'll see you guys all in the next weird internet drama video. I don't know. Bye.